All units.
On the way. They're attacking our power core. I'm moving. Standing by. All set. Heading out.
Enemy engagement.
Captain, they're transporting invasion forces onto the hull.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
You got it. Right away. On the move. I'm there.
Local
I'm
units.
there. On the move.
Gonna be a
Leave it
pleasure.
to me. Orders. Roger that. Orders set.
Hard, play hard, done.
Turret complete. Enemy engagement.
Orders. Locking on. Hawk in the air.
All units.
I'm moving. On it. Flyhawk. Prepared. Closing in. Roger that. Flying there now. Here I go. Moving out. Moving out. Wolverine, rolling out. Cyclops, reporting for duty. Okay, going. Marines ready.
Turret
sir.
improved. Local units. Local
Sure
units.
thing, no problem. Marines, hoorah! Let's do this.
They're attacking with both aircraft and ground troops. We should upgrade our turrets to counter
Enemy
appropriately.
engagement.
Marines, good to go. Marines reporting for duty. Waypoint received. Roger that.
Local units.
Let's do this. Leave it to me. Marines ready, sir. No problem. Marines, hoorah! Locking on.
We're on it.
You bet. Give me a target. Orders? Moving out. Moving. Roger, moving. Give me an order. We're ready to fly. Hawk on the way. Acquiring target. Inbound to target. Let's fly.
Enemy engagement.
Give me a target. En route. Changing course. You bet. On my way.
Enemy engagement.
Changing course. On station.
Our power core has been repaired about halfway.
There now. En route. En route. Course set. Flying there now. Hawk on the way. You got it. Flying there now. Hawk on the way.
All units.
On the way. Moving out. Sure thing. I'm there. Get tactical, Marine. I'm there. En route.
Enemy engagement.
Reporting in. Marines on the ground, sir. Inbound to target. Approach
Turret
target.
complete.
Closing in.
Enemy engagement. Enemy engagement.
Waiting for orders. You got it. I'm there. Inbound to target.
Turret complete.
Waiting for orders. Locked it in. Waiting for orders. Engaging target. Closing in.
Turret improved.
Lock on the way. Locking on. Engaging hostile.
He's at it.
Marines reporting for duty. Changing course. Changing course. Changing course. Marines ready, sir. En route. Locked it in. Moving up.
Our power core is about 75% repaired.
Moving up. Yes. Heading out. I'm going.
Enemy engagement. All units.
You bet. You got it. Approaching target. I'm there.
Turret improved.
Roger that. Lock on the way. You got it. I'm there. Target marked.
Turret complete.
Give me an order. Flying there now. Flamethrower. Ready to burn. On their way.
They've taken a bite out of our repair efforts. Fight them off.
On the ground. En route. Engaging target. Approaching target. Lock on the way. En route. Locked it in. Marines on the ground, sir. You got it.
Enemy engagement.
I'm there. Engaging target. Engaging hostile. Let's fly. Roger that. I'm there. Changing course. Course set. We're two. Roger that. Changing course. Hawk on the way. Hawk up.
All units.
You got it. On their way. Hoorah! On the way. Moving out. We're two. Waiting for orders. Hawk on the way.
The Spirit's power core is almost repaired.
Acquiring target. Hoorah! Let's fly. On the way. Roger that. We're two. Ready to fly. Engaging hostile.
Enemy engagement.
Flamethrower ready, sir.
Enemy engagement.
Flying there now.
The power core is fully repaired. Serena, best speed away.
Marines reporting for duty.
Restraints off. Your judgment has waited long enough.
Just get it over with. Surface. That worked out pretty well. Or maybe not.
Lady, I haven't got all day. You want to be rescued or not?
All units.
So what? No thanks for rescuing me, Sergeant?
Later. The Covenant are assembling a huge fleet.
Suddenly this LZ doesn't look so good. Spirit, we're gonna need backup. And another Pelican. On the way.
Let's get out of here. I saw a teleporter over there.
All units.
Rockets away! On the way. Right away. On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
ODST, on the move.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Local units. All units.
On the way. On the way. Spirit of fire, we are ready for transport. Anders, stay by that beacon.
All units.
On the way.
All units.
On the way.
All units.
I'm going. I'm going.
On the way.
All units. All units.
On the way. On the way. Right away.
On your stabbing hat,
Let's burn stuff!
Yes? On the way. On the way.
Local units.
John, I think I know how to stop the Covenant. I need to get to my lab.
Baby steps, Professor. Let's try not dying first.
All units.
Right away.
on
Rip
the
'em
way.
up. On the way. On the way.
Pelican inbound to your position. Finally. Sergeant, I need you to stay down here and get this area locked down.
Well, what do you know? Lockdown is my specialty. Where to? On the way. Ready. Send me in. Yes, I'm ready. Feeling fine.
All units.
Need a hand?
We get warthogs.
On the way. Show off. On the way. Take him down. On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
Stay tight.
Right away.
On the way.
Target eliminated.
All units.
Right away.
Charlie Papa.
On the way. 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 Take him down. Right away. On the way. 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 Right away.
Target ahead.
Moving out. I'm on them.
All units.
Right away. Right away. Right away. Rocket in the air.
Hostile neutralized. Coming in hot. Coming in.
Right away. Right away. Right away. Right away.
Let's get some.
All units. All units.
Firing. Right away. Quick, fire. Right away.
All units.
On the way. On the way. Rocket launch.
Drive them away.
All units. All
On
units.
the way. On the way.
All
On the
units.
way. Yes, on the way. On the ground. Orders.
Station complete.
Roger that. Moving.
All units.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
All units.
On the way. On the way.
Enemy engagement. Supply pad complete. All units.
Right away.
Finally. Some action.
Barracks complete. Turret complete. All units.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Stand up, buckle up.
All
shoulder
units.
to the
On the
door.
way.
Reactor complete. Turret complete.
Enemy is Tango unit.
Supply pad complete. All units. Supply pad upgraded. Supply pad upgraded. Field armory complete.
On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
Stay sharp.
Twin engine research.
Right away.
Locked and loaded.
On the way.
All units. New blood research. Enemy engagement. All units.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Turret improved. Turret improved. All units. Turret complete. Flashbang research.
Target neutralized.
Local units.
Hostile eliminated.
Right away.
Turret improved.
Coming in hot.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Taking command.
Where
Step it
to?
up.
All units. Adrenaline research.
Let's get some.
Send me in. Going. I'm on it.
All units.
You're fine. I'll
All units.
Right away.
looking at it.
On the way. On the way.
All units.
Right away.
With the line.
Base under attack. Fortress upgrade complete. All units.
On the way.
Enemy engagement.
On the way.
On
the way.
Let's get some.
Reactor improved.
Take him down. On the way. On the way. Right away. On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
Enemy engagement. All units.
On the way.
Base under attack. Vehicle depot complete. All units.
Flamethrower, good to go.
Doesn't anyone realize how heavy these things are?
Local units. Supply pad complete.
Scorpion fueled and ready.
Supply pad upgraded. All units.
On the way. Right away.
RPG research.
Let out some heat.
On the way. Right away. Scorpion rolling out. Elephant ready to roll.
All units.
On the way.
More resources required.
Marines ready, sir. Marines reporting for duty.
All units.
On the way. On the way.
Get a bad leg. Charlie Papa.
Orders. Send us in.
More resources required. All units.
On the way.
Turret upgraded. Napalm adherent research. Already at maximum population.
On the way. On the way. On the way. Marines on the ground, sir. Scorpion ready for combat. Moving. Moving.
Local units.
Right away. On the way.
Hot stuff.
Right away. On the way. On the way. Right away.
Training.
Flamethrower, good to go.
All units.
On the way. Flamethrower ready, sir. We're going.
Local units.
On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way. Right away.
Someone say barbecue.
Quick, fire!
Charlie Papa. Give us the dough.
units.
On the way. Right away. Crush them.
All units. Local units.
Right away. On the
All
way.
units.
On the way. Right away.
Local units. All units.
On the way. On the way. Right away.
Enemy engagement.
We're going.
Comes the pain.
On the way.
Play hard.
On the way.
Local units.
On the way.
Already at maximum population. Local units.
On the way.
Station complete.
Marines reporting for duty. Marines, hoorah!
Gunner researched. Enemy engagement. Local units.
On the way.
Local units. Enemy engagement. Carpet bomb. Improved. Air pad. Complete. Local units.
On the way. On the way.
Enemy engagement. Local units.
On the way. On the way.
Reactor complete. Turret complete. Reserves researched. Enemy engagement. Supply pad complete. Local units.
On the way. Moving.
Turret improved. Supply pad complete.
I'm there. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. You got it.
Supply pad upgraded. Turret complete.
Moving.
Wingmen researched.
On the way. On the way. On the way. On the way.
Barracks complete. Enemy engagement. Supply pad upgraded. Base under attack. Enemy engagement.
Well, looky there. The Covenant abandoned the Scarab. Wonder if they left the keys in it.
Reinforcements research.
Right away. Rip them up.
Turret improved.
Engaging.
Turret complete. Medic research.
Waiting for orders. Yes, sir.
Green round.
Waypoint received.
Turret improved.
Doesn't anyone realize how heavy these things are?
Standing by. Moving.
Turret complete. All units.
On the way. Right away.
Enemy engagement.
What are we looking at?
On the way. On the way. Right away. Right away.
Get moving!
All units.
Suited up. Target acquired. I'll get it.
You know, the Covenant really shouldn't leave their toys lying around.
All units.
On the way. On the way.
Enemy engagement.
Hornet in the air.
More resources required. All units.
Right away.
You like fire?
Hornet up. On the way. On the way.
Base under attack.
On the way. On the way. Go. Ready to roll. Hornet here. Gyros engaged.
Enemy engagement.
Moving. Moving. They're flying.
Carpet bomb. Improved. Local units.
Take them down.
I'm ready.
Fortress upgrade complete.
On the way. On the way.
Target checked.
Local units. Oxide tank research. All units. All units.
This thing would be great.
Turret upgraded.
Marines, good to go.
Base under attack. Station complete. Turret complete.
Scorpion fueled and ready. We're going in.
Finally.
Supply pad complete.
Wolverine on the ground.
Vehicle depot complete. Local units.
On the way.
Why does everything move faster than
Enemy engagement.
Cobra loaded up.
Supply pad upgraded. Base under attack. Supply pad complete. Turret complete. All units. Base under attack. All units.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Turret complete. Supply pad upgraded. Reactor complete.
Hornet prepped and
All units. Base under attack.
on the way. On the way. On the way. On the way. Wolverine, rolling out. Hornet, good to go.
Turret complete. Turret improved. Supply pad complete. Turret improved. Turret improved. More resources required.
Doesn't anyone realize how heavy these things are?
Supply pad upgraded. All units.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Supply
On the
pad
way.
complete.
Moving. Moving.
Enemy engagement.
Moving. Ready. Rolling.
Supply pad complete. All units. All
On
units.
the way. On the way. On our way.
Canister shell research. All units.
On the way. Five.
Enemy engagement. Supply pad upgraded.
Let's go. Rolling.
Local units.
On the way. On the way.
Fortress upgrade complete. Enemy engagement. Local units.
On the way.
Local units.
Quick. Fire.
All units.
Firing. Here it comes. Initial bombs out. Pelicans inbound. Pick up coordinates set.
Enemy engagement.
Right here.
All units.
Right away. Suits me. Moving to checkpoint. Moving.
Barracks complete.
Right away.
attack. Base under attack. Already at maximum population. Supply pad complete.
We're going. Yes, sir. Moving to checkpoint. Moving out. Relocation.
Base under attack. ODST research.
On the way.
Carpet bomb improved.
ODST, good to drop. Moving out. ODST on site. ODST dropping in. ODST ready.
Enemy engagement.
ODST on the ground.
Eyes forward.
Waypoint received. ODST good to drop. Moving out, moving up, moving out on the way.
Base under attack.
Captain, the area is locked down. Anders done with her skull session?
The professor's filled me in. Good work, Sergeant. Stand by for mission briefing. Is this really going to work, Professor?
I believe this is our best hope. The overloaded FTL reactor will cause a chain reaction in the sun.
Enough to destroy all the ships here before the Covenant can get a chance to make anything from them.
Well, put simply, Captain, our reactor will cause the sun to go supernova, leaving nothing here but dust.
That's the weak part of this plan, if you ask me. We've no way home without that reactor.
One problem at a time, Serena. If the Covenant get their hands on these ships, it will mean the end of the war. We'll take our chances here to give humanity some hope.
I know it's been a tough call, Captain, but it's the right one.
Spirit of Fire, this is Forge. She's buttoned up and ready to go.
Deliver that package safely, Sergeant.
Keep the coffee hot. I'll be back before you know it.
I'll be monitoring you from here, Sergeant.
Well, it'll be pretty obvious if he succeeds.
This is Victor 397. Stabilizers out. We can't carry her. Going down. Clear the area. We are dropping cargo.
I don't want to take any more chances flying that core in. We're changing this to a ground operation.
The core is a heavy son of a bitch. Use elephants to drag it up those ramps. They're the only vehicle with enough torque to pull that damn thing.
Yes, got it.
Ready?
All units.
Let's go. Let's ride.
Supply pad complete.
Ready? Ready?
All units.
On the move.
Supply pad complete.
All right, let's hitch the elephant up to the FTL core and go from there.
All units.
Orders. Orders. Right away.
Reactor complete. Supply pad upgraded. Barracks complete. All units. Turret complete. Reactor complete. More resources required. New blood researched. All units. Turret complete.
Marines, good to go.
Fortress upgrade complete.
Marines, hoorah!
All units.
Marines, ready, sir.
All units.
Ready to burn. Rolling out. Let's ride.
Just another day in the Corps.
Flamethrower ready, sir.
Vehicle depot complete.
Flamethrower on the ground.
More resources required. All units.
Let's move. I'm going.
Field armory complete.
If that elephant gets destroyed on the ramp, the core will roll all the way back down. It's not going to be pretty.
All units.
Moving to eliminate target.
Rolling out.
Once the core reaches a flat area, it will no longer be in danger of rolling back down the hill. Get the core to level ground, and do try to avoid any unnecessary jostling.
Knock them down.
Flamethrowers on the way. Another grunt kill.
Ramming. Going in.
Do you like fire?
Let's go. Rolling out. Moving out. On the target. Ready?
Adrenaline research. All units.
Back them. You got it. Target. I'll get them.
This ain't gonna be pretty.
All units.
Moving, 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 moving.
RPG research. All units.
Let's roll.
All units.
This ain't gonna be.
Reactor improved. Station complete. Supply pad complete.
Ready.
Supply pad upgraded.
Moving. 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 Moving.
Supply pad complete. Supply pad upgraded. Enemy engagement. Local units.
Let's ride.
I got the target. Moving in.
Right away.
All units.
I'm going.
All units. Supply pad complete.
Horn it up.
Enemy engagement.
Hornet in the air.
Supply pad upgraded. Barracks complete.
Cobra rolling out. Moving.
Turret complete.
Moving. Wolverine ready.
Enemy engagement. Fortress upgrade complete.
Standing by. Scorpion ready for combat.
Medic research. All units.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Moving, moving, moving. We're going in.
That's what I'm
We're
talking
going
about.
in. Moving.
All units.
Right. Rolling out.
Vehicle depot complete. Turret improved.